Hello to anyone who's tuning in right now. Got another stream for today. Got 2 SAM sites over on the big island that we're going to be blowing up, and then we'll see what happens from there. Should be getting airborne here in a few minutes. We're just going to set up a few systems. Gonna be using full burners on this takeoff. Talon 310 launching Cat 4 outbound. Hello to anyone who's joining. Got a carrier out there at 17 X-ray 110000, and on the Big Island we got two SAM sites in case anyone's got a attack pack. See if anyone's just now tuning in. We are inbound to the Big Island. We got two SAM sites over there. It's giving us a ETA of about 30 minutes right now, but that's going to actually drop down quite a bit once we level off. We're going to pick up some speed. Looks like I'm going to be leveling off around 35,000, so about 5 more minutes of ascent time before we start picking up the speed. Should be cruising around, probably around estimated Mach 0.8 or 0.9. I'm estimating only about 10 to 15 more minutes before we should be getting ready to blow some stuff up. So we just got the HARM missile ready, which stands for a high-speed anti-radiation missile. It's going to be it's a missile that looks for SAM sites earlier. That's what it's designed to do, is to take out the active radar or whatever is emitting, usually of a SAM site. So now that we've leveled off, we're gonna start picking up some speed. Granted, I'm not increasing the power at all, but just by nature of the fact we're not climbing, we should be getting our speed back up. And I know I've gone over this once before, but that was also before my mic really got fixed. But one way you can just do a on-the-fly calculation of how long you got. If you move this decimal place over one position, like so I get 8.3, that's how many miles a minute approximately I'm going. So about 8 to 9 miles a minute. And we're 98 nautical miles out from the target. So that's going to give us a little bit over 10 minutes of, before we're actually right on top of the target. And if we look at our HSI, that concurs with that assessment, as we got shown ETA of about 12 minutes. There we go. We got 2 spike SAMs, 12 o'clock. So I went ahead and locked one of them up on radar, or at least told where the harm to look. Could use harm override mode. I'm gonna elect not to do that on this run, just because the fact both SAM sites are right next to each other. Even if I do go into harm override mode, it's we're gonna hit the target anyways. So. we go, so that way we can get extra view. Not too far out from weapons release. We're probably going to be releasing around 30 miles. .310 Magnum. .310. Hits in target area. Additional targets remaining. That view, I didn't see it kill anything. However, I did notice on my RWR I'm only getting one SAM site return. So I'm judging by that fact it must have hit something. We will certainly see in a few minutes when we go down there. Because we still got 2 Mark 84s on board, dumb bombs that we're going to be dropping. I am going to fire off this last harm at the one remaining active radar site that we got there. 310 Magnum. Something's alive down there. So for a SAM, or really any missile, you're gonna want to ideally put it about 90 degrees off to your left or right, which is called your beam maneuvering cue. I'm gonna try to hide behind this mountain though as well. Looks like we evaded it. I'm gonna drop these two fuel tanks here in a second as soon as we go feet wet before I head in for the SAM site. There we go. Hopefully those will make it into the water. Yep, looks like they did. Does appear that we got 2 good hits on that SAM site. Or 2 SAM sites. So I am out of air-to-ground ordnance for right now. I'm going to be heading back to the ship. That is on 17 X-ray, in case you just joined. There we go. Got my mic, so I'm not broadcasting in game. But yeah, it looks like we got another player, but he is also an attack back aircraft. I'm gonna keep on climbing on up to 35,000. Got plenty of gas right now. However, I want to get closer to the ship, and I don't want to waste my gas out here, if that makes sense. Probably going to be going to the tanker first, actually. let the other guy know where the ship is. Last I saw him, he was about 40 miles in the other direction. I do think he was in a superbug, though. Usually those are not hostile. I know I'm above transition altitude, but I'm still going to set my altimeter to the correct one because I probably am going to be going to MCON. I want to have that ability. Actually gonna bring the nose around, see if I can find that contact one more time. Also, will let him know my direction if I spike him from this direction. In case he wants to point his nose the right way for the ship. There he is. I think he's trying to say something. I'm not hearing too well. Looks like he's 0.8 Mach Angel 7. See if we can join up with him. He is headed this way. I'm actually going to hang on to my altitude and point my nose back towards the ship for right now. So I'm much faster in case they are hostile. I don't want to get low and slow. Hold on to my energy because my fuel, if I get low from this distance, there's a good chance I'm not going to have the gas to get back. Talon 310 is inbound mothers, bearing 120. 170 miles, Angels 35. See, it's oh, there we go. Yep. Here goes nothing. So it does appear he's hostile. See, around 10 miles, a lot of times they'll fire at aim 9. Not that yet. Might have gotten some hits there. Have to see. So you don't want to give it too much alpha in these turns. You'll burn yourself out pretty quick in energy. Doesn't look like he's damaged yet. Maybe he is. Oh, yeah, that's it. Shoot, though, I am almost out of guns. Yeah, I'm not going to waste any more ordnance on that. I do not think that's a threat anymore. And there's the first Twitch air-to-air kill. At least PvP air-to-air kill. At this point, though, we got a 8.2 fuel state, so we're just gonna fly home as fast as we can. Because I do not have any more bandits, it looks like. I'm also gonna turn off my radar so that way I don't give away my position. Yeah, I didn't say anything in chat. But he was hostile. He was aggressive. looks like he's spawned back in. Climb up an altitude. Yeah, I'm guessing actually my first burst may have damaged him because it did appear that he lost some maneuverability after those first two bursts. Granted, on the joust, I didn't stick around long enough or keep my nose pointed long enough to see any effects on targets. I kind of threw the bullets out there and dodged any return fire, whether it was incoming or not. I didn't want to be there to figure out if it was. Another mistake is I was on a high and not low for my gun burst. It should have been on 4,000 versus 6,000. And actually plug it down to about mid-stage burners for right now. Should be bingo fuel here in a second. Yeah, we're 10 minutes out.
Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah, typically superbugs are not hostile. Or usually they're just flying around like me. Usually they won't attack you unless they're provoked. Granted, I'm sure that's not true in real life, but I'm just saying in this particular game, because usually the people who fly the superbugs are going to be a lot higher skill or a little bit more mature flyers. Kind of like a PMDG of military jets, I guess. As far as FSX is concerned, I do know there's other platforms out there and whatnot, but I do like the Super Hornet and I do like carrier ops, so FSX is my go-to platform for right now. And it's probably going to stay that way for a while, just because there's not many other platforms that do carrier ops quite as good and that offer this particular jet. Let's see, yeah, we got plenty of gas to get back. probably going to be doing a case 1 recovery for right now. Just because it's still pretty bright out. Expected final bearing, I believe, is 342 degrees. The other player, though, I mean, he does, it is concerning, though. Usually, if they're in a super bug, that usually means they're going to be a higher skill level, and on top of that, the fact that he did not launch a missile at me means that he's usually pretty good. I still think he was hostile, though. I mean, he kept on going right into a lead pursuit every time I zigzagged. I did waste a lot of ammo, though, on when I added, I was on MCon. I was going to try to get a burst in without radar, his RWR going off. But yeah, I probably wasted maybe 100 bullets on that. Still hasn't said anything in chat yet. Not sure if that was the guy earlier that I couldn't understand or not. Probably gonna start the descent around 20 miles, around the same area where we dropped the hook. I want to stay fairly high for right now, just because my fuel state. So you can see him checking my 6 every now and then, just in case he's got his radar off. I am throwing out a contrail up here, so it might be easy to spot, but hopefully when he hits around 27,000 he'll also be throwing out a contrail and we'll see that. Hey man, I got you coming in broken and unreadable right now. If you can hear me. I had to hear him for a little bit. I heard all stations. That was about it. Maybe I just got bad ears. So I'm going to go ahead and start preparing for landing. About 25 miles out. I would just go and tank, but the thing is I only got 90 something guns left. And there's 20 miles. Ah, there we go. Yeah, if you, my bad, I'm about to trap right now, but yeah, I had you coming in really quiet. It's probably the same, I'm guessing, for me, in case you can hear this. My bad, I would type to him, just get the message across, but yeah, I don't want to pull anything up when I'm about to trap. So I got plenty of gas right now. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the burners. And I forgot to call a platform at 5,000. Nimitz traffic, Town 310 is inbound for the tuck under brake. Got that fuel low warning just as we broke. Which I believe you're actually supposed to get that on taxi. If you do all your fuel calculations right, but we're not going to worry about that. We are down and dirty. .310 is at the 180. .310 is at the 90. Run a ball 2.2. Red deck. Green deck. So let's go ahead and grab some gas in our ordnance back. .310 launching Cat 1 outbound. And we're going to go ahead and go nose hot. Go to a 6-bar scan. Get some altitude. Probably going to go up in our rendezvous with the tanker for right now. Unless I see anything else of interest. Ah, darn. Superman 04 has left. I can barely hear you. I heard the radio check part, but that was about it. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, that's going to be the tanker. I'm gonna go ahead and extend his drogue while I'm thinking about it. Usually you want to be nose cold when you come up on a tanker, but in this case I'm not going to be directly aft of them. More or less just searching the skies with them. Here in a minute, I might grab some gas, just go MCon real quick. Oh, yeah, I could not understand that one. Yeah, I could not understand that last transmission. Grant, we're still cooking that tank a little bit with our radar. I can see him on, yeah, I'm going to go MCon here in a second, grab a little bit of gas from him. Wonder if we got, we're probably too heavy to do a good inverted refuel, but we'll give it a shot anyways. And just pop the nose a little bit extra. No, this is, yeah, I got plenty of air to bite into up here. There's our other contact. We'll just do a quick connect and disconnect real quick. There we go, receiving fuel. Let's back on off. I'm gonna go nose hot again. Dog food has joined the game. That's a funny name. There he is. Got him at 78 miles. See what we got here. Got a Eurofighter. Those are usually hostile. Although, it might not be tack packed. Let's see, what's 70 miles, bearing 120? There might be an airport out there. Yeah, something's over there. Uh-oh. It does appear that he is locking me again. He's not saying anything. Yeah, he is heading this way. So you may notice I'm actually not heading right at him. That's in case he fires off a missile. I want to zig that missile in one direction and then zag it in another. I do got my speed up. In case he already has a missile inbound, like an AIM 120, we're already zigging it. So I've lost him on radar, but he is still locking me. So I'm just going to use that as a marker of where he is. Still estimate about 25 miles out. We do have full realism on, so there is a chance he's already fired his missile and we've already zagged him in the wrong way. We haven't gotten a RWR warning from him yet. So we go ahead and start dropping in. Got a visual yet. There he is. We're gonna try yo-yo. Just gonna try to loop it right back around on him. I think I had the energy advantage there, so I went into the vertical. Shoot, I'm still on high mode on my gun. Oh, really? Where'd he go? I lost him for a second. That's it. Trying to be extra sneaky and stand in MCon. Don't know if that served my advantage though. Let's see. Don't see anything back there. Ah, there we go. Ah, I see him. Although, alright, nice. I don't know if he sees us. I don't think he does. Not locking him yet or anything. See, I'm not gonna shoot him quite yet. I'm not sure what his intentions are right now. Oh, let's see what happens. Pause for a second. Did look like he was missing a missile or an AIM-9 on his wingtip. I don't know if that was he could very well have not loaded in with one though. How's my fuel looking? 7.7. I need to start thinking about heading back to the ship. Actually gain some altitude and do that. Got the other guy over there. Does look like he's investigating the tanker. It's a 1.6 Mach, Angels 10. Yeah, he is not an attack-packed aircraft. I'm pretty sure. Either that or he's slick. Oh, he's not carrying any weapons or anything. Because that does appear like it might be a UFO out there. Not to mention he hasn't reacted to my spike yet, so if it is a tac-pack jet, he isn't aware of, he hasn't pointed his nose over here yet, at least, after I spiked him. Spartacus has joined the game. Yeah, some of these names crack me up. FSX. Yeah, on the way back to the ship, I think I'm gonna go investigate. Whoa, heyo. There's a missile in there. We need to get back to the ship for some gas. ASAP. Though, I think that might have come from that Eurofighter. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick case one recovery real quick. Just to get some gas back. Yeah, so tonight has been a little bit more action-packed so far. Looks like, as far as PvP is concerned. One thing I gotta worry about once we get this far out is a lot of times people won't spawn at an airport anymore. They'll spawn right in on your 6 o'clock. I'll just make things interesting, I guess. And there's our fuel low warning again. Just going to be using 180 as my downwind. There we go. We are down and dirty. Here's the 180. Three 1-0s at the 90. Run a ball. 2.2. Oh, a little bit of a glitch there. Usually means someone just spawned in or spawn something else in. Probably should be case 3 right now, but not too worried. Oh wow, almost a bolter. Green deck. Let's see, we are all full of gas again. Gonna get airborne here. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, no one said anything yet. I'm curious if anyone is in that area. I just saw someone back there. Nah, just my eyes playing tricks on me. .310 launching Cat 1 outbound. Still think this game looks pretty darn good considering how old it is. Granted, a lot of the add-ons are not old, and a lot of the new iterations of it are not. But yeah, this is almost default besides the super bug and attack pack, obviously, and then the HD Nimitz and everything. Gonna actually make a turn back towards the island. About 40 miles to the north right now. Looks like some people are over near the island right there. Ah, no. Spartacus has left. So I'll level off about here, around 25,000. That spike right there, which means that he is, yeah, that one. So whatever that aircraft is, I just switched over to is the attack packed one. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's go ahead and start getting our speed up. Even let me get a drink before he starts targeting me. He launched at AIM 120 most likely right there. So we're gonna zig it out in this direction. And we're gonna switch over to our other 90 degree. I just dropped 2 chaff right there. Yep, there it is. Looks like we probably evaded that missile now. Yeah, it's, we're getting away from it. like he might have used his L key at some point. It's an annoying missile. Yeah, sometimes they'll desync your lights if you hit the L key like that. But the good news is we know where he is, and he does not know where we are. So we're gonna try to sneak up on him here. Like I said, we got our radar off right now. I'm just tracking him with my eyeball because I do not want him to know that I know where he is. Looks like he's firing it out of the tanker, which I'm not too concerned about. That 747 up there. Looks like he's trying to shoot at him. Let's see if we can't save the 747. The 747 does not have an attack pack, I don't think, so he's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's safe. We are about to get what looks like to be a supersonic gun skill. Nose cold gun skill. There we go. Yeah, that's a kill. Splash my bandit. That is contact breaking up. Yeah, so we didn't give him any warning on that one, essentially. Like, we didn't turn on our radar or anything, so he should not have had any... The first warning that he got was his cockpit flying apart from 20mm rounds hitting it. Let's see how far out he is. Oh yeah, he's way out there. That tanker is actually still up and has survived this whole ordeal. Are probably going to do a quick case 3 recovery though real quick. Just get our gun rounds back. Let's see. Holy cow, we pulled up to 12 Gs on this flight. Which, not supposed to do, but I think we got a good excuse for saving the airplane from a missile. The Super Hornet, it can pull over 7.5, but the FCS will automatically try to tone it down to 7.5. So we weren't pulling a sustained 12 Gs. For all I know, that could have actually been from the last trap as well. See, I'm going to go ahead and go nose cold for right now. Switch back into nav mode. 310 is 8 miles, CV1 approach. Needles, fly up, fly right. I ain't being nasty. This is obviously not by the book, but obviously because we got missiles and whatnot, we're doing everything a lot closer in right now. I'm trying to keep it close in. Go ahead and turn off that night vision on the HUD. We do not need that anymore. We didn't really need it in the first place, but it helped a little bit. Or it helps a little bit. So as you notice, I'm still not geared down or anything. I'm actually going to do that at the last minute, because I'm still not sure about that potential Eurofighter might be out there. I don't think he's tac packed, but then again, I don't know where that other missile came from earlier, or that F-15. Now that we're about calling the ball, we can drop our gear. 310, run a ball. 10.0. Manual. This is a very heavy trap and not recommended or anything, but desperate times call for desperate measures. A little high. Joysticks are messing up a little bit in there. Oh well. Or it flashed on me. Green deck. Darn, all we got is dog food in here, and actually, yeah, I'm not sure. I think that was actually the 747. The skies may very well be safe. See, yeah, that's been streaming for about 2 hours. Probably gonna, let's see, do about maybe 15-30 more minutes of flying, and call it a stream. .310 launching Cat 1 outbound. Let's see if we can go find that 747 that we saw earlier. So I'm just gonna bring the nose around and see what I see. Looks like we got someone else coming in. Sergeant Alpha Nook. Nook Jr. 75 has joined. There's a tanker. Yeah, I'm not seeing the 747 anywhere around here. Ah, darn, he left. Take it out of burners and just go to a couple waypoint right now. And just like that, the skies are calm again. Pardon my nose. See, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to get that drink that has been long overdue. I am back. See, dog food still in here. I'll be right back. I am back. Here in a few, we're gonna go on a rendezvous with the tanker. I get a max trap rate weight, which we're already above. And we'll head in for a case 3 recovery. CV1 approach. I want to thank anyone again who might be watching. We actually got a little bit more action today. We've been streaming for about maybe 2 weeks now, and it's been friendly skies so far. We ended up with 2 PvP air-to-air kills tonight, both with guns. Dodged 2 missiles and I shot down with guns. planning on rendezvousing with them and not really getting any gas because we're already too heavy to trap. Granted, as I've demonstrated in other streams, you can trap at higher weights than 8.0, but it's best not to. I just saw your message, Scouty. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, right now I'm in a unpassworded Steam server. I'm hosting it, so I can't switch jets, unfortunately, or switch aircraft. There's the ship right there. Looks like we still got one guy in the session, but he is not tac packed, I don't think. He was in a 747 earlier, so even if he is tac packed, he's not. I'm not expecting it to shoot at us. Right now that tanker is going away from us, so it's, our V sub C is only 460 knots. But as soon as he goes in that left turn, we should get a much higher velocity closure rate, which it looks like he's starting right now. Pat having a little bit of trouble with the mic. Yeah, we still got plenty of gas, 11,000 pounds. Once we get a visual turn off our radar, which actually we're close enough already. I can do that. Not expecting to lose him from here. There he is. wondering what mode I'm in. Okay. I was in a true virtual cockpit mode. There we go. Yeah, the drogue was disappearing usually. Or when you get too close to the drogue, I should be able to get closer to it now before it disappears. Here, actually, I'll just test it on the tanker's wingy. Yeah, that's about right. It shouldn't disappear on that. It'll still start to disappear before you actually make contact, though, but it does allow you to get a little bit closer. Let's see, 11,000 pounds. Let's go to the line of arrest. Practice some of that. So for line of arrest, I actually use as marker references. I use the canopy bow or canopy bow. Kind of like that. With a turn. Let's see if we can roll inverted on him while he's doing this. Let's go ahead and switch over to his right wing before we say goodbye to him and head back into the ship. No, dog food left. Yeah, we are now all alone in the session. I never like ending a session, though, while people are in it anyways, though. So I guess that's a good thing. We are getting ready to end it here in a minute. Probably got about 10 more minutes till we're on deck. We're going to go ahead and tell this guy to RTB. Yeah, that is a lucky tanker today. He survived. Missiles were flying earlier. And the AI tankers do not do much to avoid him usually. So now that he's out of the way, let's see, we're going to switch over to the TACAN for the ship. Looks like we're actually already in a pretty good intercept course, or on an intercept course for the expected final bearing, which is going to be 342 degrees. So we'll go ahead and start descending now. So pull that up here, make it a little bit easier to see. Go ahead and go back into nav mode. 310, platform 10.4, dumping. We don't need a radar right now. That's where the ship was. In case 3 conditions, sometimes, or clear conditions, I should say, when you can't see the ship anymore, sometimes it's actually useful to use that. But once you get too close to the ship, usually you want to turn that off. 310, 10 miles, needles, fly up on center line. Should have dropped my hook at 20 miles. Bad about that, but luckily my hook mode is in bypass mode, so that that took care of that problem on its own. Have redundancy in your failures. That's also the way the LSO is going to tell you if your hook's up or down. That AOA indexer on the left side of the HUD here. As I've shown before in other streams, how it's mirrored on the nose wheel here. Like right there, that's showing amber donut because we've got our amber donut illuminated. Or amber light. That's how he's going to tell if you're on speed or not. However, if we were to retract our hook, it starts flashing. And as you can see, that's how the LSO would tell you if your hook is down or not. While we were doing that, gained about 100 feet of altitude I didn't want there. Supposed to be at 1200 feet until about 3 miles, or about 2.7 miles to be exact, so when we should get to the glide slope intercept. That is much lower than what you would do usually in the civilian world. One of the reasons that the military want to have our nose cold, or we're not emitting anything, and we're also below most other sea search radars or radars. Give away the precise location of our ship. Still about safety, but in certain conditions, sometimes the enemy is unsafer than the conditions. Let's see what we're at now. 5.8. Yeah, we're not going to get to bingo, I don't think, before we get to... or 5.0 before we trap. There we go, actually. Yeah, 5.2. Okay. Just shut off on us. So I can actually already see the ball from here. So 310, run a ball, 5.2 manual. A little high. Ah, 2-wire. Red deck. I was scared it was about to be a 4-wire. Wasn't too bad of a foot per minute descent though. 700, that's actually a lighter trap than most. I already had a few 3-wires already today, but anyways, thanks for tuning in. If anyone's still watching, definitely be around next Saturday. My off days though are Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. So back to work tomorrow. But appreciate anyone tuning in. Glad we could show a little bit more action tonight than just AI stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it a stream here. Don't think this guy has an attack pack or anything. He's probably gonna leave as soon as he sees that it's nighttime. Looking at the chat right now. Yeah, the 747 laser. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It was gonna shoot me down with a laser. Tech asks, what joystick are you flying with? I am flying with the Cytec X52 Pro right now. And no rudder pedals or anything like that. It's just the twist deal, you know, for rudder, which I do use a lot. It's just I grew up on that, and I do have track IR. I just seldom use it. I grew up on, you know, joysticks that you could twist and ones that are your thumb controlled your view. So it's just the way I've learned to fly. I will say every now and then I will plug in the track IR, but I'm kind of neutral on it, I guess. It does look good, I'll say that. Let's see if this guy spawns in anywhere behind us. We are far enough away from the island where it should spawn him in directly behind us, so we can at least see what kind of aircraft he comes in as. Let's see. It's gotta be somewhere back there. Yeah, if Scouty's still watching the E2, they had one for a while that was decent. It's just that my big gripe with it, I think, was the internal lighting, if I remember right. There was no instrument lighting. So for our group, at least, most of the stuff we do, we try to do at night. Like, it just adds that extra fun element to it. Not to mention yeah, I guess it just makes it more fun for the most part, and realism-wise, like our real military really does thrive at nighttime. But yeah, that E2, it did not have night lighting in the cockpit, and obviously landing on a ship was not ideal with it at night, which is when most of the time is when we would need it. So it was not really all weather any time, and it didn't have night vision goggles in it. And I'm sure there's some developers out there, some people that know how to add that kind of stuff. But I might even be able to figure it out if I tried hard enough. But yeah, I did not. I'm not an E2 pilot. See, he's back there somewhere. I do not know what he's in. So I asked him in chat. Sodium chloride has joined the game. An ACL. Wonder if that guy's salty. I'm not seeing anyone back there. Yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I don't think anyone's coming out this way. It's definitely not I don't think it's gonna be tac-packed airplanes. Those are kind of rare. I am surprised though. Like I said, we had 2 air-to-air engagements tonight. Or actually 3 really. It's just that the second one I gave him the benefit of the doubt and didn't shoot him down. And I think we got away with him without him ever even knowing that we were pretty much on top of him. But yeah, we had 2 shoot downs tonight, so actually a little bit more action than usual. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I want to wish everyone happy flying as usual. This is Doc G signing off.